If you want to get into the Apple ecosystem on a budget, these would be my top iPhone, iPad, and MacBook recommendations. Starting off with the iPhone, you could go with Apple's new most budget option, which is the iPhone 16e, but I don't think it's worth it. Instead, I highly recommend going for a refurbished iPhone 15 Pro that you can get right now for around $660 in excellent condition. Next up is the iPad, and I'm going with the iPad mini 7th generation. It's small, light, portable, and when paired with the Apple Pencil Pro, it's great for tasks like note-taking, brainstorming, and consuming content. And finally, we got the MacBook, and I'd recommend one of the new M4 MacBook Air models for most people, whether you're a casual user or looking to get into content creation on a budget. But for this budget specifically, let's go for the mid-tier 13-inch model with a slightly spec'd up M4 chip, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and 512 gigabytes of storage. Now, you could go with the base model, which comes with a slightly worse M4 chip and only 256 gigs of storage, but I think that it's worth the extra $200 to go for the mid-tier option, especially because the extra 512 gigabytes of RAM will give you a lot more room to work with. And only having 256 gigabytes of storage on a laptop just isn't it, in my opinion. Of course, you can always get an external hard drive for extra space, but I definitely recommend going for at least 512 gigabytes of storage so that you're able to download and store plenty of applications and important data on your MacBook. And don't underestimate this laptop either, because this new M4 MacBook Air is a beast, and more than enough to handle demanding tasks such as photo and video editing if you want to start creating content. And finally, with a total price of around $2,337, you have a very powerful Apple ecosystem for a pretty affordable price. But let me know what you think of my choices in the comments, and if there's anything that you'd switch around. And as always, if you found this video helpful, make sure to follow for more content.